Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to my channel and the very first part of my Realm of Magic Let's Play. This video was made possible through the EA Game Changers program. I received an early access code for The Sims 4 Realm of Magic. However, as you guys are watching this, it may now be out. I'm not too sure on the timing or like time zones, but I'm fairly sure it should be out or coming out very, very soon. So I am going to introduce you to The Sims. I don't know why I was so awkward in that introduction. Also, I really want to quickly say, if you are new to the channel, if you are just tuning in due to my Realm of Magic videos, then welcome. Take a seat, get cozy, because this is about to be a cozy Let's Play. This pack is so like autumnal themed. It just gives me like massive autumn vibes and I'm so excited to jump into it. So this is who I think is going to be the main sim. That's what I had in mind when I made Vincent. So this is Vincent Hadid. If you guys saw it, I did actually do a creator sim on these, and then I also slightly played as them in my gameplay overview for this pack as well. But this is Vincent. He's always been a spellcaster. He grew up in a family of spellcasters. It's been passed down from generation to generation. He wanted to live up to all of his family glory. He obviously has his family heirloom on his hand, which he literally never takes off. Like, you are gonna have to prize this from his cold, dead hands because this boy doesn't take it off. He also has his magical tattoo down here, which is actually passed on through the bloodline to every spellcaster of the Hadid family. However, more recently, he's actually been excommunicated. Is that the word? He's been cut off from his family. I think that's about church. He's been cut off from his family basically because he happened to fall in love with this little lady called Ingrid Hope. I think these are about to glitch out. Oh no, she's joining him. As you can see, he is a massive charmer and he did just fall in love with her. He's been in love with her for a while, but she was always non-magical. Like, she grew up a human. She completely thought she was human. However, Ingrid has always had a green thumb. She's just like really talented at gardening and she just thought it was a talent she had, so she continued with it. It was something that she was good at, and she is also a little bit of a loner, so she kind of grew up with her flowers. She talked to her flowers as friends, like those were her friends. So yeah, now that she's fallen in love with Vincent, she's kind of coming out of her shell a little bit, and he is convinced that she has magical blood in her. He grew up around magic. He knows. He has an eye for these things. He's kind of cocky, but in a lovable way. That's at least how I want him to be. I don't know if it's going to turn out that way. I don't know what this Realm of Magic is gonna throw at me. I'm hoping he's still charming in like a cutesy way. So those two are in love. She has actually just recently moved in, so she still has like all her boxes around here. She has a lot of plants in here, so this house is about to become filled with plants. I also just realized that they had way more money than I wanted them to. So before Vincent obviously got cut off, he did take a lot of his savings, and this is actually his best friend, Kenny Knox. Kenny, I love him. He literally has my whole ass heart. Like, I want to protect this sim as much as possible. I don't know what it is about him. I just really enjoy him. I hope that he is gonna be lovable. I think I'll love him no matter what. Like, I think he's such a joker and he just, I just have a lot of feelings for Kenny. So Kenny Knox, he has these horns, which actually Vincent gave to him. Vincent was trying to perform magic. These two went to school together. He was trying to perform like a magic spell and it kind of went a little bit wrong. Vincent is actually a slow learner, so he's always tried to be his best. Like, he wanted to live up to his family name, but being a slow learner, it was really difficult for him, and he always felt like that really tough pressure. But now that they've cut him off, he's like, you know what, I get to be me. I don't have to live up to like their expectations anymore. Like, this is great. But yes, he gave Kenny his horns. Kenny, I need you to go hop in the shower, friendo. So these two are actually already spellcasters. They went to school together. Yes, it was magic school, and they are already spellcasters. Kenny is actually a apprentice. So basically how I imagine it works, you go to magical school. However, you aren't actually allowed to use magic outside of school until you are a young adult and you actually age up. So even though they've been practicing and things like that, like they actually haven't applied their magical skills. So he is definitely still learning. Both of them are. And Vincent is actually a neophyte. Sorry if I say any of these words wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. So he is kind of a level 2 as a spellcaster. He actually has already used a talent point. Knowledge is magic. Sim reads and does computer research at a faster rate. These interactions also provide magical experience over time. So he actually went to the realm and asked to be given the practical magic. So he is trying to learn practical magic at the moment. If we go on over to his spell book, which is, I always forget where the spell book is. I'm an idiot. His spell book is right in here. So we can open Vince's spell book. As you can see, he actually knows 2 out of the 9 in practical magic. So he knows Repario, so he can fix broken objects or make crafted objects a higher quality, which is pretty damn cool. And he also knows Scrubberoo, so he can make something or someone squeaky clean. So those are the 2 spells that Vince knows. I'm fairly sure Kenny knows 1 spell. Kenny is actually chosen to focus on the mischief magic. He's a super mischievous dude. He's always been the class clown. I think because he's green and obviously he has horns, he's kind of used like his humor as a distraction. So he thinks if he makes people laugh, like that's what they're going to remember him for. They're not going to remember him for the dude with horns on his head. Like, he never used to be ashamed of them when he was younger. It's kind of just as he's grown up, like his insecurities have kind of grown around like his skin color and also his horns. So he just feels like he's never gonna find anyone and like no one's gonna love him. It's just, I feel so sorry for the dude. So he kind of like uses mischief and his humor as a kind of coping mechanism. So he knows Despacito. So fill a Sim's mind with feelings of intense sadness. Oh man, I didn't know that that's what that one did. I want this one. Burgliate? Oh my god, infatuate. Morphiate. I really want this one. I really want the burglar one. I want to see what that is like. So yeah, he's actually chosen to go into mischief. He just basically wants to make people laugh. Like, that's what Kenny wants to do. So that's kind of a little bit about the Sims, but like I said, Vince has this feeling that Ingrid is actually more magical than she believes. So we are gonna head on over to her and we're gonna express her admiration. And then we're also gonna give her a little embrace. And I wanna ask if she wants to travel to the realm with me. So let's do, what would we do to do that? Maybe have a deep conversation. We're gonna be like, right, babe, I truly believe in you. Like, you know, I'm your biggest fan. So will you please come to the realm of magic with me? And we're gonna try and get you into potion making. That's kind of where her head is at. She really wants to focus on alchemy. which again is kind of why Vince's family didn't agree with her, because, you know, I feel like alchemy is kind of looked down upon in the wizarding world. I feel like people are like, oh, it's kind of like, you know, when people say people who learn English teach, and people who, yeah, what's the saying? I don't know. But basically, I did English in university, and everyone thought I was going to grow up to be a teacher. And now look at me. I have a YouTube channel, and I am technically teaching people how to play The Sims. But hey, at least it's not being a traditional teacher. I don't think I could cope with that. So she has agreed to actually come with us. So we're going to add her to our group. And then it is raining currently, but we're going to head on over to the portal with Ingrid and see if we can get her into her magical journey. Kenny is going to stay at home. Kenny actually doesn't really get on with Ingrid. Yeah, they're not the best of friends. Like, they're like acquaintances, which is bad because Vince has been with her for a while now, so really his best friend should be a little bit more supportive. But he actually has the jealousy trait. He literally is well, he's not green-eyed, but he's a green-skinned monster. You know, the jealousy, he's not a monster. I'm sorry, boo. I didn't mean to call you a monster. I love your face. You're amazing. I just want to give him all the unconditional love in the world. But yeah, he actually has the jealous trait. I will go through like their traits and stuff, but right now it's not like super important. These two, I wish your Sims could like walk around holding hands. Like, how cute would that be? He's like, come on babe, we're going on a journey. Sure, we'll take free earbuds. Kenny is all about anything free. Kenny's like, sick, I don't have to pay for them. Yes, please. I will take them. Oh no, I meant to invite you all in. I'm sorry. Sorry, friendos. I was genuinely gonna invite you all in. Like, that's why I came back over to our house. But unfortunately, they decided to leave. Your loss. If you don't want to get to know Kenny Knox, that is definitely your choice. And it's a bad one at that. Like, bad choice, because I want a Kenny Knox in my life. All right, here we go. We're at the portal. We're gonna travel to the magic realm with Ingrid Hope. I don't actually know how this is gonna work. I guess we can get her into magic, because I think she can actually start like making potions without being a spellcaster, but I do want her to be a spellcaster for sure, because like she's always kind of had this little tingly sensation in her fingers while she's been gardening. So I do feel as if she has a little bit of magic within her. So let's go into, so this, if you didn't watch my overview, if you didn't see anything about Realm of Magic, this is the Realm of Magic. So over here you kind of have like your supplies, like all of those are stalls, and you can kind of go buy like things for potions, brooms, wands, everything like that. Over here I think that's the dueling thing, and then these are the gardens where I reckon Ingrid is probably going to spend a lot of her time. Oh, those might be the gardens actually. What? Whoa, I'm so disoriented. And then this is the magical HQ where you meet the sages. Oh, he's so cute. He's just like trying to talk to her. He's like, babe, you've not got anything to be scared of. Like, you got this. Oh my god, Bob Pancakes looks so freaking good right now. All right, let's go here together. So can she experiment? No. Okay, so she does technically need to be a spellcaster to start her journey into alchemy, which is great. So we already know Simeon. I don't really know how to pronounce this, but yeah, Simeon Silver Sweater is over here, and he is obviously the Sage of Practical Magic, so we know him quite a bit. So we're gonna call him over. We're gonna be like, yo, Simeon, come over here. I want to introduce you. Oh, Ingrid's not even here. Ingrid, what are you doing? Come over here. We need to introduce you to Simeon. There we go. So we called him over. Let's tell him a dramatic story about Ingrid. Ingrid's kind of just waiting here like a spare part. She's like, yeah, okay, I'll just, she looks so worried. Oh, her little lip wobble. I know it's technically because she's uncomfortable because she got soaked in the rain. But like, that's so sweet. She just looks like she does not want to become a spellcaster. She looks so worried. Ingrid, it's okay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna look after you. I promise. We're not gonna let anything bad happen to you. Like, you are okay. You're in very trusty hands. I trust Simeon. Like, he's gonna take care of you. So let's give him a funny introduction. She's feeling kind of awkward. She's like, okay, maybe if I just try and like play this off as like, she's also a loner, so you have to remember that about her as well. She is actually an introvert. She has the green thumb, which are both custom traits by Kawaii Stacy, and she's also a bookworm. So let's discuss interests with him, and we'll also talk about the temperature, because that's a good little icebreaker. That is just the most English thing. Don't complain about your problems. Definitely don't do that. Why? Why did he just wind Vince up? He's like, Vince, you don't even need me. Like, you could probably give her your magical powers. Like, with your name and your bloodline, you should be powerful enough to do this already. Let's discuss logic puzzles with him, and we'll do an impression. She just really wants to make a good impression on him. She's like, okay, this means a lot to Vincent. I don't want to mess this up. Like, this is crazy. The fact that he's just brought her into this. And let's ask how to use magic. So these two seem to have a very playful relationship going on. I don't know if Simeon is actually like jealous of who Vince is, but now she's trying to get into it. Oh no, I don't think you should do that. I don't think he's gonna appreciate it. Oh, this is so awkward. This is such an awkward conversation. Learning the magical arts is a wonderful and perilous journey. Are you sure you're prepared to become a spellcaster? I was born ready, my friend. Give it to me. Oh my god, she's so fascinated. She's like watching every little thing. In order to bestow the gift of magic upon you, I will need 7 magical motes. I have granted you mote sight in order to see and retrieve them. Search the realm for motes and return to me. So like I said, if you didn't watch my overview, I actually went over this whole thing in it, but basically these are the motes and you have to collect them to kind of prove yourself. This is pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you literally just have to walk around and choose to click on them and just collect 7. Like, they don't even float away. Like, you can't really fail at this whatsoever. So let's collect the motes. And as you can see down here, she has the temporary mote sight from the magical sage. Whilst mote sight is active, you can find and collect floating motes in the realm of magic. Keep an eye out for them. So let's get all of these before time runs out. I thought that was one, but it's just like a little firefly. Super distracting. We have 3 at the moment, so let's continue collecting them. And while she's doing this, I kind of want to talk about townies in the realm of magic. I have been confused by this ever since I've played. I think how it works, like, this is how myself and other game changers who have discussed it, like, this is how we suspect it works. So basically, if you start in a save file, like if you start in a brand new save file, then the realm of magic is literally going to pull in any unplayed sims or any sim that you technically don't have a relationship with yet. Whereas if you've had a save for a really long time and like you've played most of the families in your save file, you aren't really gonna see like NPC townies. You're gonna see like different people because the game will generate witches. However, the people that you see like performing magic won't actually perform magic anywhere else. So for me, it does kind of break immersion. I'm not gonna lie. I did find it really weird that like Bob Pancakes was dueling with someone, but they aren't really gonna perform that magic anywhere else outside of the realm. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I personally don't really like it. I wish that the game just kind of went off Glimmerbrook townies and then also like created other NPC spellcasters, just because it feels weird and definitely like out of canon that like city living sims who I've known for like 4 years are now apparently spellcasters. Doesn't really make sense in my head and for the stories that I kind of want to tell. So I am not the biggest fan of it. I know some people will like it. Ingrid is now a spellcaster. You can view her spellbook by opening the perks panel or by clicking on the button in this window. You go, girl. We are gonna go tell him a dramatic story. We're gonna be like, oh my god, Vince, I'm now a spellcaster. Like, what do I do? I'm kind of freaking out here. Like, I never thought I would have this power. Like, this has all happened so quickly. Like, you gotta help me through this. She's so freaking out. Oh man. We're gonna express our admiration once again. And we're also going to kiss her. Little celebratory kiss for her. He's gonna be like, babe, you did it. Like, I keep calling them babe, as if I'm talking. I'm sorry. It might weird some of you out. I promise I'll try and stop. But she's gonna go use the bathroom and then she's actually gonna start to experiment whilst Vince over here actually starts looking for some tomes. Because if you look for tomes, I think he has one in his inventory right now. This is actually how he learned Reparo. So you can look in bookcases for tomes, and what tomes do, they're pretty much the spell books. So once you've found one, you can click on it and you can study the magical tome and you will learn the spell that it is about. Some of them are only for certain levels, so you might not be high enough like in your levels to actually learn a tome, which definitely makes sense because obviously like some spells are reserved for higher levels, like you need to be a more powerful spellcaster to learn them. But as you are actually searching for them, it does slowly get up your experience as well. And she is over here sweating over this cauldron. Oh, she's so cute. Ingrid, I love you so much. Some of you might be wondering why I got rid of her pink hair. She actually had pink hair in my creator sim and I actually chose to get rid of it because a lot of you were like, why don't you make her like Nymphadora in Harry Potter and have her like change her hair every so often? And I thought that was kind of cute. So she currently has like her natural hair color. He found a tome. Oh my goodness. Tome of Magical Aura. We're gonna study this magical tome and see if we can actually learn this spell. Fingers crossed we can. He's actually just stealing these. Ooh, I want to know what this is. I'm intrigued. Rank apprentice. Okay, so as you can see, he only needs to be an apprentice, which is actually the entry level of magic, which he has passed. So teaches the reader a potion that will display a sim's magical aura. So maybe once we're done with this, we'll actually give it to Ingrid so that she can learn her first potion. She might even learn one right now, to be honest, because she's experimenting on this cauldron. We actually don't have a cauldron at our house. I am thinking of when they kind of become more powerful, building like a little magical dungeon under their home. I don't know if building it under their home is a bad idea, especially if a potion goes wrong. like exploding. So we'll just have to wait and see, but they currently don't have one. So anytime she wants to like experiment, which I feel is going to be a lot, she has a thirst for knowledge. Like she just wants to soak everything up. So probably gonna be here quite a lot with little Miss Ingrid and Vincent. Whereas Kenny can kind of take it or leave it. Kenny's like, yeah, the realm of magic is cool and all, but I haven't decided if I like want to fully focus on magic or if I want to focus on like becoming a comedian. So he's kind of like half and half. He doesn't really know what he wants to do with his life. Like he's happy in Glimmerbrook, and so he doesn't really travel over here too much unless Vince can really talk him into it, or if he like seriously needs to talk to the mage and stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna pretty much round up this part here with him learning a new potion, and with Ingrid kind of just, oh, she's going to cook. She's hungry. She's like, okay, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna go make some dinner. Vincent has learned a new potion recipe and has found a sample. Okay, really quickly before I end it, let's try and drink this. I want to find out. I'm also gonna put this in my inventory. Ooh, yes, go Vincent. Okay, so he drank it. Does he have a... He has a magical aura. He's glowing, like not just because he looks good, like he is literally glowing. Like this is his aura. I wonder if they have different colored auras for like different Sims. Anyways, I am gonna end this part here. I think in the next part, I'll like quickly tell you like the Sims traits and things. I feel like I just wanted to explore magic in this part because I'm so excited. Let me know how you feel about these Sims. And also thank you so much for the response on my creator Sim and also my overview about them. So many of you were like so kind, telling me that they were adorable Sims and like you're really excited to see their stories and like genuinely just complimenting how I create Sims, which means a lot because I'm always scared that my Sims like always look the same. So it means a lot that you guys are like, hey, I really like these Sims, they're super unique. Just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, kind of like this LP. Let me know who your favorite is so far. I know we're only on the first part, but from like first impressions, who is your favorite? Who is your current favorite? Who do you want to become the best spellcaster? And I will speak to you guys in the next episode. Bye, everyone.